I grew up in the city and visited my aunt and uncle in the country and just loved it. And I wanted that for my family. We looked at several pieces of property and I was told this was the most beautiful ranch in Southern California. We bought it and never looked back. That was 34 years ago.
The ranch itself is a real passion for Dan. And a few years ago, Dan, he said, you know, I got all these projects that I wanted to do at the ranch and I'd like you to help me if you can. And even though I was kind of retired, I said, sure, you know, I'll be glad to help. What we have here is a natural resource. It's an amazing place.
Black Oaks Ranch is truly a unique opportunity to own a 7,000-acre private ranch in Southern California. It's absolutely amazing.
First time we came out here and looked around and said, wow. So I was quite amazed, and amazed every time we came out afterwards. You always found something new. I thought this was a paradise.
Located in the Tehachapi Mountains, above the San Joaquin Valley, Black Oaks Ranch provides for unbelievable views in all directions.
Well, when we initially purchased the property, I loved exploring. We had a four-wheel drive vehicle and drove everywhere and anywhere. But just go around the bend and you find a nicer area than the last area. I mean, I could take you to one spot and you'll say, this is fantastic. You can't get anything better. I'll take you to another spot and you say, well, it's close. This could be better. I could take you to 20 more spots just like it.
You know, there's several things that the ranch offers. It can be developed, it can stay a ranch, it can be a hunt club. There's just a lot of things that you can do out here.
Well, we found people coming out here riding horses, friends of ours that have been invited out, that are just amazed about how vast this property is, how different the terrain is. You can be on completely flat land. You can go up into a very mountainous trail and have difficult riding. And aside from the 23 miles of roads you can ride on, there's trails throughout the ranch. You can create your own trails.
Black Oaks Ranch currently supports a profitable cattle operation and private hunt club.
I have requests all the time for people that want to join the hunt club, and we've actually reduced the membership on purpose because they want it more and more exclusive all the time.
We have wild boar and we have deer. We also have elk. And now the elk are protected, so we never shoot the elk. We have small game like bobcat, raccoons, rabbits, squirrels, just about anything you could imagine that lives in Southern California lives on this ranch.
One of the top things is to watch the roundup of the cattle. That's like a family reunion. The cowboys come in from all over and they bring their horses, and you have the herds of cattle that they drive into the pens, and it's a magnificent thing to see.
The entire property is fenced and cross-fenced. The advantage to that, when you're raising cattle, you might start them in the wintertime at the lower elevation because that's where the grass is starting first. As the grass grows and you want to move the cattle up the ranch, you turn the water off at the lower water troughs. Cattle smell the water, move to the next section, just close the gate behind them. You don't have to push it with horses or anything.
The ranch borders Bear Valley Springs, one of Southern California's most successful mountain communities.
Well, I think Bear Valley Springs is one of the best kept secrets. They offer all the amenities you'd have if you had a country club in the middle of Los Angeles. You've got golf, you've got tennis, you've got an equestrian center. If you wanted to be in the city and go to the country club for fun, you could be in the country and do the same thing.
Offered with the ranch is an approximately 5,000 square foot castle located in Bear Valley Springs, a private gated community.
Logistically, it's only a couple of hour drive from Bear Valley to LAX. An hour and 50 minutes, maybe 2 hours at the most, over to the coast. Everything's here.
With approximately 140 parcels already subdivided, the ability to subdivide further to approximately 270 parcels, and an abundance of water from 9 wells, 6 of which are solar powered, Black Oaks Ranch is truly unparalleled. Altitudes ranging from 2,200 to 5,200 feet provide an expansive valley floor, as well as 22 mountain peak home sites with amazing views.
Originally, we were thinking of dividing it up into 20-acre parcels, The ranch is prime for that. We've already done a lot of studies. We've done tentative maps where you can put in 20-acre parcels. Every parcel will be on a road. Every parcel will have a building site. Every parcel will have a leach field. And as I said, there's no shortage of views on this ranch. It's a phenomenal piece of property.
And maybe one of the most important things is a few years ago, about 3 years ago, we both realized that water was a natural resource here that many ranches around don't have. We have currently 9 wells. We're pumping out of most of them regularly for replenishing the lake, which is another project Dan is passionate about. During that process, we built redundancy in the wells. So if we have one well that goes down for any particular reason, we can use another well's resources. We have tanks, troughs for the cattle all over the ranch. Having that redundancy that we've put in place over the last 3 years has been a real blessing because it assures the rancher has adequate supply of water.
We built the lake. This was 15 years ago. There was a small seasonal lake 2 feet deep. We built this one out 20 feet deep, and it's all year round. We feed that from our water wells and from rain. When we have an El Nino, it'll fill it up and it'll actually overflow, and we have to put barriers up to keep the fish in, otherwise they'll end up down in Arvin.
We have enough capacity or enough water resources on the ranch that you could actually start to wholesale water, maybe over to Bear Valley.
We put up the solar panels, and now all the wells that we need are run by solar. And very little maintenance involved. We run the aerators for the lake off of them. We run the lake house off of them. You can be totally off the grid here, totally off the grid.
Black Oaks Ranch has a rich history with American artifacts that can be found.
We found Indian grinding stones. The Indians lived out here, but they were nomads. They'd move from one spot to the next, and they'd take deer, they'd take fish, and set up camp, and then they'd move on to the next place.
They've traced it back to about 1,200 years ago when they think they came to the area. I think some of the roads kind of parallel those historic people. The cattle, the people, and driving your trucks all try to take the simplest route. And so I think we have some routes through the valley that are very close to some of the old trails of the Indian community.
You think of the ranch, you think of family, you think of all the fun we've had out here. Our boys brought out their girlfriends, and now their mothers, and now their children are out here. So we've enjoyed the ranch with family and friends more than anything else. That's what we enjoyed the most.
I just wanted to share with you that all these things are part of his passion. Keeping the ranch up, having fence crews go out, building nice gates. There's been a lot of money and effort and passion put into this ranch.
If you'd like to learn more about Black Oaks Ranch, please contact the Alex Horowitz Group, Coldwell Banker Diamond.